Look at that, but my dude can't do it though. I don't understand. Look at this dude in the middle of everybody. Thank you. The fucking computer can do it, but I can't. Where you at, Elijah?
About to play.
Hell yeah.
What quarter you in? Like the third quarter already?
Yeah. Third, 7 minutes left. It's kind of the beginning.
Pick and shit. It was kind of like a punt, maybe you can say. Fuck it.
Oh, he threw a pick.
At like the 30-yard line.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Let's go, baby. 2-0 Jaguars, 2-0 Chargers, baby. Let's go.
Ah, that's why I got you sitting right there, bro. Oh, no.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown LA. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, nigga.
The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Nigga, you gave my defense a whole boost, nigga.
We both gave each other a boost.
Looking to throw on
Nigga, these niggas is playing, nigga, like these niggas just picking everything, bro.
Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to
come on, baby.
But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Here's Gabbert now. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Come on, Darwin.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I can't make that field goal?
A 2nd down throw for Gabbert.
Y'all niggas gotta pick that shit, bro.
It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up a shot time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that.
Oh my God, he tried me too.
John Kelly, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Jags have taken the early lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Oh, Derwin James.
He is not going to make it.
Derwin James.
Short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
What happened?
Nah, he out here laying hits on niggas.
Oh, you watching the game?
Yeah. I'm doing both.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, shit, I fucked up.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Oh, fuck. Ooh. In real life, that's a
Chargers
fumble, I promise
offense
you.
gets set. They head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Let's go.
I think you are.
Wow.
I don't think that there's any way you can run back
He
out there and go, totally different. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Who gave that
You're
nigga
going to
Parker,
take care of
bro?
it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Oh, I got through the line,
To
too.
throw on 2nd down.
Fucker.
Olsen. He's going to walk it deep left side.
I fucked up that play so bad. I ain't mean to throw it to that nigga.
Their own 41-yard line.
That nigga's running back is so...
Exactly show patience
What
there,
happened?
did they? Just down a score.
They pinned the Chargers at the 1 yard line.
Things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for
I'm so
them here as
pissed,
they
bro.
come up first and
I just
10.
let this nigga score. That nigga
Following
cooked,
the
bro.
interception, here's Gabbard. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
It's 31-21.
His first touchdown
Third quarter
here
still,
in the
Elijah.
campaign. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Nigga, I should have a touchdown and then another field goal.
And he is into the end zone.
Actually,
to
2
bump
touchdowns.
the
Oh,
lead up 2
another
more.
kick return. Bruh, I would have had 3 kick returns in this game, bruh. This dude Rhodes is a beast. Oh my God, this nigga did another kick return.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end
God
zone
damn,
for a
bruh.
The Charger
Nigga,
offense making
you
their way
just
back
juiced my
out there.
team up,
Already
bruh.
down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They
That nigga juiced my team up, nigga. Hey, nigga, good shit, bro.
12 and 24, 25 plays.
Anytime you want to make a trade, bro,
early,
you know, bro.
probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Damn.
Don't abandon it just yet.
Look at my kicker. I've been had that
At least 3
kick
points
return,
get that
dude.
0
That nigga wasn't doing that
The
shit
loss
against
of
the
a
real.
full 3
Or
yards, and now
fucking
it's
against the
2nd
Falcons.
down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line.
Who
But I
hurt?
want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we
How the fuck did you get hurt?
better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Oh,
because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Oh, that's what I can do. I'm tripping, bro.
From the gun on 3rd down. Olsen buying time to his left. But it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Oh, come on.
Play, you
What
never
the
know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run,
What the
able
fuck
to
was
accurately throw the
that?
football for a nice first down.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Never make
That
the
should've been
mistake
a
with the
pick.
slot receivers,
I had
especially the
like
little
4
guys
niggas
that we're
just
watching
pick
here
that
are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yards.
Look at my
He was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Let's go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Fuck you think this is, bruh? You mean, bruh?
From the gun, Olsen.
You mean, bruh?
And this is going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
Oh, baby, nigga.
Like
None of that, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
None of that.
3rd down, you got to try
I
to
hate
find
the way
something.
I hate the way
There's nothing available there.
It's like they know the cheats in
So
this
3
bitch.
drives now for this offense.
Bro, who you telling, bro?
3 points.
Especially an offensive coordinator
Ridiculous, bro. They need to change up that real good, bro.
You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to.
They need to bring it back old school, nigga. They need to take that shit to 2007, nigga.
And he's up past the 20 to the
Niggas can't do
22-yard
nothing,
line.
nigga.
Out comes the
Fuck, that's
Jaguar
what real
offense
Madden
now as
players
they
are.
get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want.
Come on, why
to be
don't you
careful is not
jump?
having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't
Oh,
expect that going
damn,
forward.
bro. I see it in the back of the end zone.
They'll
I
run it now out of the
fucking
gun.
do
And he'll
nothing.
be taken down right around the 27.
Oh, I got a good
5
jump.
yards
and I
is the
stopped.
tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Gabbert.
At this stage of the game, the run pass.
Bitch, you do shit when a nigga blitzing your ass.
Gabbert sacked.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Gabbert now on 2nd down.
Yeah, nigga, let's go. Let's fucking go,
Picked off
nigga.
at the 22. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing to start the drive. Olsen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Telvin Smith. Coming on the blitz, he gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action, Olsen.
Oh my God, bro. Why did I throw that shit so early, bro?
And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to
Why did I
squander it with
goddamn
3rd
do
down
that
coming
shit
up.
so
No, not
early,
at all.
bro?
And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Wow. My nigga
Throwing
can't
on
do. That's
3rd
what I
and
mean.
long. Olsen.
Ah, nigga. Keenan Allen, I gave you a chance.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And Sturgis able to knock it through.
So you
And
just
the
not
second
gonna
field goal
block.
here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal quickly salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go.
Nigga, oh my God. Seriously, bro.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle.
Yes, baby.
He's going to look deep down.
Let's go, nigga.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Nigga, another interception. Nigga, that's 3 interceptions by Alex. Yeah, it's just the end of the 3rd quarter.
Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
I just got a pick 6 again, bro. That's 4 pick 6s.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They
2 by the middle linebacker, Alexander, and then 2. No, Alexander got 3, but he had 2 to the house. And then Jesse Joseph.
Let's go, nigga. Try my motherfucking defense, nigga. Let's go.
Stretcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Oh,
just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
See, we just don't got speed like
we see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
Hard,
they want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Olsen. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Olsen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeJuan Smoot with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that'll get the lead.
Bam,
I can't score, nigga. I can't score. I don't even kick a field goal.
That's 3 field
Bro.
goals now.
And not just 3 field goals.
Why is more over there?
So even
What
the offense has
the
struggled a
fuck
bit putting it in the end zone,
is
they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what he factored in. I think that he into the game that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down, Gabbert.
That's one right.
Nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Yeah, nigga.
On third down, Gabbert.
None of that shit, bro.
Oh, nigga, that was a pick, man. Damn.
Fourth down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's
Let's
exactly
go,
what
nigga.
they've done today. It looks like they've
going for it
That's
again.
Williams,
That would
nigga.
have been the second
That's Williams,
interception in the
nigga.
first half.
New addition, my nigga. New addition to Tampa Bay. Don't test him, my nigga.
He going for it again, boy.
Off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. The open man.
That's bullshit, bro. That's fucking bullshit, man.
Usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Nigga! Get that shit out of here, baby! Nigga! Another interception! Nigga! Fuck out of here, boy!
That's going to go as a loss of a yard.
Nigga!
And it'll
Get the
be
fuck out of here,
down.
boy!
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really
Try to
cautious
test
about
that nigga,
continuing to
bro.
call this play because you got to know.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. I don't know how the fuck more got
And
over.
they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a second down throw for the end zone,
Bro,
but
let
it's
that nigga go
incomplete.
for one.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Oh, Davis! You're to the house. Are you stupid?
Let's go, boy. Got another pick on my rookie, boy. Let's go, nigga.
Get this one back to the 20-yard
Ah!
line.
Nigga!
And that's now the
What are you
second time he's picked
doing?
up a pass
Oh.
here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon.
Dude, bro.
There goes Melvin
Let's
Gordon.
go, nigga. Let's go, nigga.
The 20.
Let's go, nigga. Melvin Gordon broke with the motherfucking touchdown, nigga.
His first touchdown of the
Oh,
new season.
good shit.
And the Chargers
Nigga.
get the quick straight
Oh!
touchdown.
Davis is getting
Takes
funky.
off with it. It's a fake.
He's getting
He completes
funky.
it to Henry.
Let's go, Davis. You're getting funky.
Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Oh, we
Sturgis
grinding
now
out the
kick this
yard,
one off.
bro. Don't worry about me. Oh,
15 to
shit.
14, baby.
Returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I just threw that bitch
And
away,
now come
honestly.
the Jags.
Let's go, baby. My
And
niggas
2
doing it on
points
the field,
here in
too.
this first half alone. We'll see
What's your
how that
score looking
affects
like?
it.
I'm winning by 1
Can't
point.
wait to see where his confidence
45
is,
to
because
28.
the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while
Damn,
it'll hurt
killing
their
that
team,
nigga, bro.
it won't hurt their confidence. They'll
Nigga,
think
them
something was
picks,
just wrong
nigga,
with the
them
ball or the
picks is
wind or
coming
something
in
was
like
funny. It's
ching,
never
ching,
about
nigga.
them. That's how they stay so into the
Oh, yeah,
moment
I
and into
feel
the
it.
game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I threw it to the wrong
Now they
person.
try the right side here.
My finger trigger was, my finger
Just
trigger
a
was
yard on
happy.
the pickup there to bring up a 2nd and 9.
I was itching, I was
They
itching,
tried a quick
I
hitter
was itching
inside,
for
but
them
that
to.
one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive
Fuck,
lineman will take the
man.
bait and move laterally
fucked that
and
up.
open up a crease that
Big
they can
time.
run through.
Big time
Didn't
time.
happen on that play.
I fucked that up big time.
Here's Gabbert.
Oh, yeah, touchdown.
Flushed out
And your
right.
safety just
Now
step
he's gonna
in.
throw it deep
Cut on that
to
nigga.
the
Go,
Cut on that
boy.
nigga.
Hit Jarrett
Cut on that
loose.
nigga.
It's
Nigga!
incomplete.
Oh!
Fans do love the long ball, don't
God,
they? And he
that
already
dude is
found his guy
fast,
once.
bruh.
Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown
Russell
from
sucks,
earlier,
bro.
trying to keep him in the rhythm.
But he's getting the job
on
done.
third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Gabbard. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. And the Chargers
my rookie
is going to get there. Down he goes.
Got to put my rookie in.
He's
This
the
nigga,
one
you
that
be
got
flexing
to
me.
him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. From the gun,
hell yeah, he been terrific, nigga. That nigga out here booming.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is
Go, nigga.
Nigga,
and Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Nigga can't do shit no more, nigga. Fuck wrong with this nigga, bro. This nigga's dead out here, bro.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Nigga's dead out here, bro.
Don't do it. Don't fucking do it, dude.
Play fake. Gabbard.
Let's go, nigga! Sacking niggas, bro.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback.
Same here. I just got a sack too.
He going for it, bro. He desperate like a motherfucker,
In
boy.
this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
Nigga, you tripping. One hand that bitch. Nigga, another
My ball,
interception.
nigga.
Pick 6. Pick 6, nigga. Nigga, pick. Oh, they played me, dude. Nigga, my nigga had a one-hand interception. Nigga, quit playing, nigga. Quit playing. Nigga, that's like 8 interceptions, bro. Quit playing. Go ahead and score this touchdown.
Well, they had that one.
Nigga, go ahead and score this touchdown. You deserve it.
Stop that one for a short game.
Nigga,
What makes a good run blitz?
you
A good
deserve
run
it.
blitz.
The ability to stay
Fuck
on
you
task,
mean?
to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover,
Fuck
and not
you
be deterred
mean,
by anything else.
boy.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down,
Shit.
they run the 40. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2.
Look at
And
this. Shit.
it'll be 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Olsen. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dewan Smoot in there to
That
drop
slot
it for
corner
his
shit
second
is tight. That
down
new
here
shit that they
tonight.
put on here.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3
Oh,
times
nigga,
in
it's
the win
press all
last
day,
week as his
nigga.
first one here's away.
It's press all day,
I
nigga.
need to get this sack. I need to get this safety.
Out
I have
comes
to
the
put the ball off
Jacksonville
that shit on
offense
the
as
front,
they get
nigga.
set to take over here.
Let's go.
Nigga, bling, 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 bling.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Shifts by at the 15. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Bling it, nigga.
Exactly what they
Let's
needed
go,
right
bro.
there, because they needed to use the ground
We
game to take some
lit right
pressure
now.
off.
Ain't shit you can do to us right now. It's
Gabbard
over.
on first
All the
down.
momentum is all to me, nigga.
Open man right
You
side
can't
is
do nothing
Sharp.
now.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Richmond!
Nigga,
Throw.
what the
Gabbard.
fuck,
And
bro?
now he'll tuck it and run.
This nigga's good, bro.
Contact as he's
Bro, I'm out
thrown.
there. I'm out there watch. I'm
A
out there
minute
grab
58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California
You don't
after
even
this.
use that nigga. If he would use Stick, bro, he would win the game, bro.
Still 0-0 and shit the first quarter, bro.
Line of scrimmage.
Damn, y'all
with
scored?
31 now on 1st and 10.
Nah, for, I'm talking about the real game, Chargers.
Oh, yeah, I see that. There was no hurry movement from it. Nigga, locked down. Defense over here, nigga. No fly zone, boy. What you talking about? Third game, bitch.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now.
You ain't worried. You know what he wants.
That nigga trying to play safe, boy. That nigga trying to play safe.
That clock rolling.
But we always talk about
you see that?
distance, allowing
You talking about your game?
playbook. Well, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, my dude needs to get very good too.
Bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the
don't
night.
try that.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The open man is
They get so lucky because in real life, a nigga's gonna feel that.
It's 3rd down.
That's
They'll get
what's
to the
up.
line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man
You know
than
he
zone, or
better against man, because now you're
Damn, nigga, I'm right there this time, nigga.
What, Ace, you want to go for it again, nigga?
shot taken on
I don't trust that nigga. That nigga be going for it, bro.
Incomplete.
Oh, he goes for it a lot, all the time, bro.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Nigga, killed that nigga, bro. That nigga
So
just
not
as
only
good
do
as
they
the
get the
beat.
fumble
Nigga, I knew
recovery
I
on
could.
What the fuck? They cheated me. I ain't even touched the ball, nigga.
And the ability to not just make the
Oh, I
play,
did touch the
but turn
ball.
it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll
Nigga.
take this into the end zone. Touchdown,
I shot myself in the foot,
Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
I came straight down for that nigga.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds.
Nigga,
And this
none of
remains a
that.
5-point game.
He winning by 5 points, 2nd quarter, 42 seconds left.
Here's
Fuck,
Lambeau
bro.
out to kick this one away. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Nigga.
And what do you think goes on here in this
You mean?
situation? If you got the football, you're trailing,
Game
you're
over,
back in your
nigga.
own territory with just a little time. Do you try
The
something?
fuck you mean,
You're thinking
nigga?
about jump-starting your team, right? You
The
just
fuck
mentioned
you
they're
mean,
down.
boy?
They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive.
Nigga.
Olsen. And to the
Oh.
right side here. It's
Fuck you
Allen.
mean, boy?
And he's taken down, but able to
Good
slip
game.
across the 35.
Walk out of here,
Now
nigga, with
hold
your good
everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Olsen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Telvin Smith in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there.
Ain't
and stop
nobody
No, I
blocked
mean,
this
that's really,
nigga,
really
bro.
difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through
Good
clean,
shit.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5
Ooh,
to this point.
yes,
This will be
sir.
3rd and 19. The final shot before break. Olsen. And
Can
he's got
anybody
one
fucking
down.
block,
Couldn't get a
bro?
throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the
Alright, let's
end
go.
of this
Let's
first
fucking
half
go.
of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Good fucking shit.
Third quarter, baby.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go
My
on
kick
offense
returner, he would have had 3 touchdowns, but he had 2. But he had 3 kick returns for 260 yards.
Talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game. The adjustment to the adjustment. Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Flag 22! Flag 22!
First down, Gabbert. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big third down play.
See that nigga right there, bro? He'll make you pay. He'll make Asa make you pay if he's on it, bro.
All they talked about was keeping him hemmed in
Hell
and
yeah.
wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Two jet! Reset!
Gabbert. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gabbert now. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why
play
they have
smart
the lead.
now,
But
huh, a little
here,
bit.
3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
To throw on third down. Olsen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Chargers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Olsen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some room to work. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now a handoff working right. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Gabbert. Flushed out right. Now he's going to got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Watch my football game, bro. Fuck this fucking game.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Raiders is getting whooped on by KC, 21-0.
To start the drive, they'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down, Olsen. And that's
still 0-0 on the Broncos.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Olsen. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A 2nd down throw for Gabbert. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Damn, bro. This
sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
Rockenberg, get the fuck out of here. That was a
time to look
touchdown,
up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Olsen eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Gabbert to throw this time. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, a 10-yard touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup there.
Another guy we talked about, Cortland Sutton, and I think Hamilton has a chance. He is a smart player. He is an excellent, wonderful route runner. He caught a lot of balls and a lot of touchdowns at Penn State. More reps and more experience in this offense. One play here to Booker finds his seam. Booker's still going. There are multiple flags back as Booker into the end zone. The call is here from John Parry. It's a 54-yard touchdown.
Leaves him with 3rd and 5.
This one could be coming back. Adrian Phillips appears to be home. I think they're going to get Big Garrett Bowles, the Denver Broncos left tackle. Holding offense.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument.
Go, boy, go!
On the other side, if you're going to get angry
touchdown, nigga!
It, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play
Chargers
the game.
touchdown,
and how it turns
nigga.
out, it turns out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good.
On the real game?
First
On
and
the
10.
real game, nigga.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st and 10, Gabbert. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Gabbert here wants to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, Gabbert. And that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Oh, throwing here. Gabbert being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Gabbert steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Now Gabbert on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're pretty darn